I'm honored to start this event by introducing our first speaker, Senate Foreign Relations Committee Chairman, Senator Bob Corker. Thank you very much.
Well, I want to thank you and the Holocaust Museum for, again, causing an event like this to occur. We did the same thing 2 years ago, and I can tell you, I don't think anything can be more impactful than seeing these photographs of Syrians who have been dealt with in the manner that they have. I'm honored to be here with Representative Royce, Senator Cardin, Representative Engel, who I know care deeply about this issue, the survivors, and all of you who've come to make sure that we keep our focus on what has happened. 6, almost 7 years ago, demonstrations arose in Syria, and if you remember, we encouraged those demonstrations. And one thing led to another, and as we know, 400,000 to 500,000 people are dead today. 11 million people are displaced. And we know that Assad has tortured his own people. We're grateful to Caesar for what he has done, both in speaking to us personally, but in sharing the photographs that he has documented, which now are in places around the world for safekeeping, but also here to remind us of the atrocities that Assad has committed to his people and what extremists really on both sides have done to really destabilize a country, to destabilize Europe, and for all of us to see the pain and grief that so many of the refugees and others are dealing with. I think all of us have been to the refugee camps to see people who keep looking to the United States, looking to other Western countries for help, and no doubt the humanitarian effort that has been put forth by these countries who've received people and the international community's efforts to deal with these people certainly has been very compassionate. And yet, until we bring Assad to justice, until we make sure that the type people like Assad who would commit these atrocities to their own people are brought to justice, our job is not done. I want to thank Senator Cardin for joining me in pressing this issue with Secretary Tillerson, who we'll meet with this Thursday. But let's just be honest. I want to recognize Senator Merkley. Thank you for being here today, too. The world is going to look at the United States and the Western world in not good light. We're going to be judged by what we have not done. And at times I realize many of the alternatives that we had are not available anymore because of the way the conflict has evolved. There was a time when our country with others could have kept much of this from happening, and we did not do so. And I want to thank again the Holocaust Museum for reminding us of what has happened to innocent individuals who only sought to have the kind of life that we have here in our own nation. So as hopefully this conflict comes to an end, again, hopefully Caesar's work, the Holocaust Museum's work, and all of us together will not forget the atrocities. We'll do what we can to bring those responsible for justice. But hopefully we will also look at ourselves and measure the things that we could have done, should have done, to have kept this from occurring. Thank you.